right, Dennis. So can you tell us how long you've been with the city and what your current role is?
I have been with the City of Washington for 5 years, and my current role is not just the city engineer, but also the interim city administrator.
Yeah, so with both of those roles, it might be interesting to know, what does a typical day look like for you now?
I don't necessarily have a typical day because the days kind of change with a flip of a coin. Some days I get to do a little more city engineer work with our capital projects. On some of the other days, it's a little more administrative based in communicating with the mayor or the council or with the different department heads.
And what are some of the capital projects that you have going on right now?
So the projects we have going on right now, we have the North and Grant Street Safe Routes to Schools project. We have the capital improvement project over on Catherine Street. That's a complete reconstruction. Then we have the Cedar Street drainage project. That's over on the southeast of Square. And then we just finished up the Grand Isle storm sewer project as well.
What do you wish that the residents knew more about what you do here at the city?
I wish the residents knew that they could reach out to us more and talk to us. While we do have the position here at the city, I mean, one of the things that we are is we are residents, we are neighbors. We like to hear from the community, and is there things that we're doing that you don't like? Are there things that we're doing that you do like? We get it. Construction projects are definitely exhausting when you live along them, but seeing kind of that follow through from the residents is great. I mean, how has it changed your life? Has it really made things better a year after, 2 years after? Trying to remember back to before it got redone, and then kind of afterwards. Like, we do like to hear some of those stories and really, how have these projects been working for you? Were the contractors working well with you as a resident? All that kind of stuff. We do like to hear that kind of feedback.
What is one accomplishment that you're particularly proud of?
Really replacing some of those really old infrastructures. That has had a lot of benefits. It's been great to drive those afterwards and really look at the before and afters.
So tell us a little bit about what you enjoy doing outside of work.
So I really enjoy spending time with my kids and my family. I think if anybody in the community were to see me in a normal day outside of work, I tend to have at least one of my children with me. And so it's never be afraid to come up and say hello or ask a question, but also don't be put off if I'm in a one-on-one zone with one of my kids as we're shopping through the store and I'm playing with him in the shopping cart or something like that. That's largely where my days outside of work are spent, with the kids. So that's where I would say my biggest hobby is.
Yeah, and you have 4, and they're in the school system here in Washington?
So 3 of them are in the school system. One of them is too young. So 3 are at Central, and then one of them will be going to Central for speech starting in the fall.
What is your favorite local spot here in Washington?
Our favorite spot is probably the Square. We enjoy going up there for Rove and Ramble when we get a chance. Sometimes the ages of the kids we've got doesn't make that very fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes it becomes a little more task-oriented of trying to make sure the kids don't do anything stupid. But being out on the Square and some of those events is usually a really good time.
Do you guys go to any of the parks here in town?
We do. We frequent Oak Ridge Park quite a bit just because we live up there, and that's kind of where JFL is at, and our kids can ride their bikes to the park. So we spend more time there. We've also spent a lot of time at Washington Park up at the Winger Shelter because of JFL Cheer. I feel like we were there every other day. So, I mean, we do get to see multiple parks.
What makes Washington special to you?
I'd say the thing that makes Washington the most special are the people that are here. The people that we get to deal with on the day-to-day basis outside of work. They're always very much into the community. There's a very strong sense of community here. And it's kind of, no matter what we hear outside that could be negative, there's always a very strong surrounding of people who are really just looking out for what's best for the community.